Hey guys, Scourge McDuck or SMD here with some more replay reviews of pubs I've played recently. Also, if you would like to buy private coaching, you can do it on Medify. The link can be found in the description. Or if you would like to support me and my team, we now have a merch store, and if you would like to buy some of the merchandise, you can find the link in the description as well. Okay, so in this game I picked Weaver. No one on my team was picking, and I saw Razor and Snapfire, so two heroes that don't really have stuns. Also, with Sakuchi, you can get away from the link. Razor is normally an offlane hero this patch, so you can Sakuchi away when he tries to static link you, so he doesn't steal as much damage from you, and if he does steal a lot of damage from you, or some damage from you, you can also still use your Sakuchi to try and secure creeps if possible. So, it's pretty nice in lane. Razor is really strong, especially in the offlane in this patch. It's just a strong laner, steals damage, and denies creeps. So, the lane didn't go that well in this game. I think we also just didn't play too great on me and the Bane or whatever. But it's definitely still a pretty decent option to deal with the Razor, even if things don't go great after the lane. It's really hard for him to link you and chase you down, which is what Razor likes to do. He likes to BKB, link a hero, and run at them until they die. So skill Sakuchi level 1 to help me secure range creeps. And I'm just buying stats to help me CS. Gonna buy a Wraith Band. We got only got 2 runes. So I guess, yeah, I'm against Hector in this game on PL. I have no one that notable on my team. My friend Italiano Gangster is here, though. You can watch his stream on Twitch. I like to watch his stream. But, don't know if he was streaming this. He doesn't stream that often. I think it's Italiano Gangster D2 or something like that, because his name's too long to fit Dota 2, probably. But, yeah, he got to last pick Kunkka here into Zeus, which is a pretty nice mid lane, and it's a pretty good option to deal with PL. We're against Hector from Beast Coast on the PL. Or Weaver doesn't have much AoE. You do kind of buy Maelstrom, and you can go Mjolnir or Gleipnir, and with the Gemini attack, it's okay to deal with the illusions, but you don't really have too much AoE, and we have a Viper who has no AoE, Bane who has no AoE, Viper has no relevant AoE for the PL. The Nether Toxin doesn't do much. Yeah, like Viper, Strike, and Poison Attack are single target. And DK is pretty single target focused too. So, if you can Dragon Tail the real PL, that'll be nice, but it'll be kind of hard. But we got a pretty nice last pick on the Kunkka against the Zeus, and also he went for the Radiance in this game and Shivas to try and deal with the PL. Ags and the Shard are also pretty decent for dealing with the PL, and the Cleave can be kind of nice too. But it is a pretty free PL game. Hector, 10th picked it. He's gold tier on it on a Smurf, so he plays a lot of PL. Yeah, so the lane, I'm not sure. Didn't start out too well. Tried to get away. He still got 28 damage. Try to dive this guy. Take a tower shot. Try to kill a courier. Kill the courier. Take a lot of damage from that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Got salved. Salves are obviously nerfed when you use them on your teammates now. So, not the end of the world though. Still held me up. I'm a pretty low HP hero. So I got most of my HP back from the salve, didn't die. I'm actually baffled. I don't think this Razor was that high rank. He's rank 1000. But I feel like he should have way more CS than he does. I'm gonna actually restart this lane and look at it. Because I feel like I wasn't playing that great. But I'm way ahead of him. So he links this guy. He should be able to get a lot of the last hits with the link damage. I think he's just CSing poorly. Like, all of these should be free last hits. And he's linking me. He misses 2 more to link me. He killed the Bane, I guess, so he's gonna have some net worth. I killed his chicken. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff going on the bot lane. Get the kill though, so his net worth's okay. First blood was where? Where's first blood? Oh, they got first blood on top, on the Viper. Yeah, we have Viper 4, not too sure why we have that, to be honest. And there's no melee hero in the offlane to combo, and they have 5 Rubik, I guess, too. Yeah, so they picked Rubik also into my hero and Zeus. So, those are the blind picks, I guess. So, pretty unfortunate blind picks. Weaver can still Sakuchi and be really annoying with the lift. And Zeus can give vision and burst me down, too, with stuns. But they don't have too many stuns. They just really have the lift and the snap shard and then the mini stun on the Zeus on his W. Yeah, the equilibrium got pretty messed up from these like deaths and weird dives and things like that. So I'm gonna be zoned a little bit from some of these waves and some of these last hits. Still managing to stay ahead of this guy somehow. Actually still ahead of the PL as well. Mid lane's pretty trade farm, both pretty passive heroes, just farming all the creeps, not really denying each other. So what I've done in my last few Weaver games was buy Midas. I think it's pretty good. A lot of people are buying Midas this patch. Just gives you a lot more experience too. You're not that fast of a farmer. Maelstrom's really nice for farming because you can Geminate proc the Maelstrom. But yeah, I've been going Midas into Maelstrom. I think the last time I played Weaver carry, I did Midas into Treads into Maelstrom. This game, I was like thinking about. I looked at my last game to see what I did because I won and I liked whatever I was doing a little bit. But when I was like looking at it, I had Treads and while I was playing this game, I was like thinking I don't really know why I would need Treads if I have a Midas. I have attack speed already, and I have Sakuchi for move speed, so I can just go for the Maelstrom after the Midas. But since I'm just buying a Midas, I don't want to just go no items Midas because I'll be too weak in lane. So I go for the Wand, the Raindrop, and the Wraith Band here first. So my Bane died like 2 times bottom, maybe even 3. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, he died to the Razor here. So he died 3 times bottom, then just sort of abandoned me. So it's going to be pretty hard bottom now after that. I'm still ahead of this Razor somehow in CS. His net worth's got to be ahead of me at this point, though. With all the kills he's got on the Bane, and now he just got a kill on me, and he is, and I'm the lowest net worth core now. So not looking great, but I'm trying to get my Midas. Going to try to pull some creeps back so I can still get some farm. I can't really just leave this lane because we already have 3 heroes top. And I'm a Weaver. I'm pretty survivable, especially when I get 6, so I should be allowed to play down here where it is a little more risky. Because it's risky because I'm away from my team. Is the main part, I guess. And they had 2 heroes here. I'm not sure where the snap is right now. Yeah, so right here, it is pretty sad, though. The lane's far up, and the camps weren't really here to pull. Maybe the small camp spawned there, maybe now. It did, so maybe I should be pulling this. But I kind of wanted to just gank mid because there's nothing to do. And I saw my Kunkka was setting up for the rune here at minute 8, and I thought he could X and boat this guy. I didn't really say anything, though, so he X'd the guy without boating. So we were just unable to kill him or anything. So I was just going to farm this camp here, but my Kunkka said he'll come and try to gank bottom, which is nice. Even though we didn't get a kill here, I was able to get this wave now because my Bane and my Kunkka came back. So it's not like it was unapproachable. The Razor was playing scared. And now I was able to pull and catch up a bit, getting close to my Midas. Got my Raindrop pop there. Yeah, skill build, I think I mentioned this before, pretty standard. You can play aggressive with the Swarm at one point. You want your Geminate so you can proc more Maelstroms and things like that on carry. On other positions, maxing your Q can be better a lot of the times. And your W just lowers the cooldown. You can run around, do a little bit more damage to creeps and things like that as well. Mainly the cooldown though. But yeah, I got my Midas used on the big creep, I believe, to get more experience. We're down 5 kills, we're up 2k net worth because we have a Kunkka. The DK's lane went pretty well, and now I have a Midas, so my net worth is going to start getting inflated. There's a dive here. Didn't look like a good opportunity to TP, but I was watching because you're pretty good at fighting early on Weaver with your Q and your ult, and you're pretty low risk of dying if you do show up to fights, so it's pretty good to show up if they look good. But that one did not look good to me, so I'm just pressuring bot and trying to farm efficiently. Didn't save any big creeps for my Midas. Used all my mana and health, so I'm going to have to TP home. Have a Javelin now. Once again, you can double proc that on your Geminate. Queuing the Ancients just to try to get some farm here. I didn't want to go to the top lane yet because my DK was close to Blink, but right when I saw he bought his Blink, I figured I could kick him out of top, and I came over here and took his last hits. If you're playing low rank pubs, maybe don't do that. Maybe people will tilt or feed or get mad. I'm not too sure, but he has his Blink. He doesn't need the net worth. It's more important on me, and I took the creeps there. And now I have my Midas used on a big creep. Rubik came and nuked my small creep. Trying to stay in the river a bit to get some of the regen from the Ocean Heart as I walk to camps. Someone gave me a salve or something like that. I'm not sure where that came from, but I use it. Farming this camp. Not sure what I use my Swarm on. Shoving this lane when I feel safe. PL was playing here though. Not too much happening so far. I have my Maelstrom coming. Gonna give me a lot more damage if I proc on fights and things like that, but also a good farming item. Good to help me push out this top lane, which is what I'm gonna continue doing. There's no real place to TP to, I believe. Where did they die? They died, like, yeah, diving the enemy's tier 1. Our tier 1's dead, so I'm just gonna farm. Don't want to show up to bad fights, just want to farm. and show up to good fights. So fights under towers that I can TP to, or if my team connects to me and we smoke across or something like that, or find some heroes. But not gonna run across the map while my team is doing weird dives or plays into their tri-camp. Unless they come to me first with a top lane pushed out to their tier 2 and we smoke across. Which, as you can see, is not the case. So I'm just farming. PL's really farmed. He got a lot of kills in lane, and then he's not been ganked, I believe, at all. I think his death was in lane. Yeah, so I'm just farming, trying not to die. Not worth it, isn't that bad for my team. Wasn't able to ult there, unfortunately. Did die there. Which isn't that great for us. Tries to kill the Kunkka here, or the PL and the Kunkka here, and dies here too. Game's not looking too good, but like I said, they don't have too many stuns for me, so fights should be pretty easy to take. I just want to run at the back line and ignore the PL. And we have 2 tanky strength heroes who are itemizing with a Radiance. So PL's going to have mischance, and they're going to get like a Shiva's, and DK has high armor. DK is not the worst against PL, because you also have splash attack from your level 2 Elder Dragon form, and you have really high armor. So PL, the majority of his damage comes from burning your mana. So each attack burns 40 mana from the target and deals 1 physical damage per mana burned. So it does 40 physical damage if you attack them and they have mana. But if they have no mana, that does not deal any extra damage. So if you have no mana, PL doesn't do too much damage. So I just want my team to try to survive against the PL as I kill the backline, and then we can try and deal with the PL together with like Maelstrom. And as you can see, I already have what's it called, Gleipnir queued up to try and help us deal with the PL as well. So yeah, my team kind of came here. The place of ward, the enemies were dewarding. I tried to kill the Zeus here is what I wanted, but it didn't look like it was going to happen, so I turned for the snap. Got a little bit low, had to use my ult, told my team to stack, gonna go back and farm it. Yeah, so Dragonlance is a really common item on Weaver, but if you're gonna buy the Midas like I've been doing lately, I don't think you can get away with Dragonlance. You just don't have enough slots for it, and your BKB will be too late. But I think the slots are the more important part. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the BKB here. Had no ult here, honestly not sure what I'm doing here. Playing pretty bad right now, but I just died in the tri-camp. I tried to connect to a fight here after my ult was down. The Zeus looked like he was out of position. And yeah, I mean, the PL connected and the Rubik just bursted me down or whatever. Pretty bad fight to show up to. It's kind of weird because I have been farming, but yeah, like the fight I tried to show up to did not work too well. So show up to good fights, like I've said. I showed up to a bad fight, or maybe I could have just played a bit slower and not ran in as aggressively, and maybe it would have been a good fight. But yeah, pretty bad fight there. Pretty bad death. I have a Midas though, trying to catch up. PL, uncontested, has a really free game. My team's taking another fight top. I'm just sort of not showing up. I'm gonna go for the Razor here. He does BKB. He does steal out of my damage, but he has the bug on him for minus armor, and I have Maelstrom procs, so I am able to chase him down. My team got 2 kills. They killed the Zeus, which is one of their cores, and I killed the other core, the offlaner here. And our supports died. Our Kunkka lived, so that's a pretty good like engagement overall, or 2 engagements that went on, I guess. But just want to get my BKB before I show up to too many team fights now. Wasn't able to get a nice pick off on the Razor there. Midas the creep. I actually did unpause here, which I don't do too often, but I don't know. My Bane sort of griefed my lane and started buying back. I think this one I was going to wait, but I hit him with 1 unpause. My Bane unpaused it here, though. I think Rubik comes back shortly anyways. Yeah, he didn't miss much. They try to invade. I have my BKB now. Focusing the Razor in every fight, as you can see. I'm not ever going to fight this PL. Right here, he's diving, I guess. So I looked a bit. I think it was bad, honestly. I mean, it works out, I think. I think I got killed him, but I think instead of chasing this PL, I should have been going for the Zeus here. But I guess I was a little tunnel visioned, and my camera, as you can see, was placed down here a bit. Didn't really notice the Zeus. Was trying to save my team from the PL a bit. But I am able to go and kill the Zeus anyways. And live here. A little bit of a weird ult, maybe. Pretty bad fight, though, there. A lot of our team died. I mean, I was able to kill 2 of the enemy's cores, though. So they really only got extra kills and supports. Now I'm getting closer to my Gleipnir now to help us deal with the PL. PL super farm though, level 25 at minute 25, 20k net worth, 13-1. I mean, it's Hector, he's a good player. He 10th picked his hero on a Smurf and had a good lane. Pretty uncommon hero we have here in the Viper for But, I mean, he's playing well. He's uncontested pretty much the entire game. Yeah, really high level. I don't know. We tried to smoke gank him here, and we did not use grip. I'm not sure what happened here. So we're smoked. We knew this was an illusion. We broke on this, so we know it's real. And are these... What's the cast range like on these? 650. And of course, Dota 2 doesn't say. Maybe he could have led with the Nightmare, though. I'm not sure if they're the... I don't know. They look pretty similar. I can't tell, just from hovering them. But if this is long... I don't know. If one's longer than the other, he could have led with it. I want to get this show on the road, though, I guess. So I'm not going to figure that out right now. I'm not going to go to the wiki and things like that. Dota should probably tell you. But we were not able to get the grip on the PL. We were able to grip the Rubik here, which is pretty good, because if you don't grip Rubik, he's probably going to steal it. So we gripped the Rubik, killed the Rubik. Now I'm just running at the back line every team fight. PL's running at my heroes, like I already explained, who can't really die to him too easily. And I'm running at the back line. The fight looked like it was over, so I left. I'm not sure why this guy tipped me. He sort of ran in to save the Kunkka, or thought we were going to fight, but that fight did not look good at that point. My BKB was down and things like that. So I'm just split pushing, trying to kill waves so they can't high ground and things like that. Poke tier 2s to force them back. You do pretty high tower damage, and you're pretty survivable with your Scourge, your BKB, and your time lapse, so you can split push pretty hard. The PL TP'd mid, so I'm trying to steal some of his camps on my way out. And just get my items. So I have my Gleipnir finished, and I have another Crystallis on top of it. Crystallis and Daedalus, pretty good on Weaver. You have the Geminate attack. I believe you can crit the extra damage, and I just got the 90 damage talent. I think I went over the talents on 4 Weaver, or offlane Weaver, and I said you go left, 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 and then maybe right. But on carry, I personally like to go left, left, right, left. So I think since you want the Geminate attack at level 25, I think the 90 damage just synergizes really nice with it. And I think you can crit the damage. I could be wrong once again, but I'm not positive. So I've seen like the mana break against like Medusas and like Wraith Kings in the past, but Wraith King has a shard now. But you can get like mana break and diffusal, and it stacks against Medusa. The Sakuchi damage, it's just not that good. You want to just have strength to live. But Swarm attacks kills +2 is pretty annoying. So they were able to take Roche here. I'm not too sure. They're really disconnected again, I guess, too. I'm not too sure if it was intentional giving the Razor the Aegis, but I do not think that was a good idea. Yeah, they gave it was intentional. It looks like he just didn't think he had slots, I guess. They run into our high ground now that they have Aegis. And I'm just looking for the back line. I see the Snapfire walking in under a ward. Cast my abilities on him. And we're able to kill him, and we're actually able to find the real grip on the real PL. Honestly, I'm not sure how that happened. I kind of want to look. We saw him Manta, I guess, and run, and he brain sapped first, and all the illusions were dead. So it wasn't that hard to find the real one there, I guess. Pretty good play though. Here's the shard for the AoE brain sap. And yeah, we got to pick up on the PL. And then here you can see too, I guess it doesn't show in the replay, but this is something pretty common from high level players probably, but low level players probably don't do this too often. But I saw this guy TPing, and I'm using his TP effectively as a stun here. My Gleipnir was up the whole time, and I was hitting him until his TP was getting close to finishing. So like if I Gleipnir right away, you know, I'm like stacking stuns or whatever. So I want to chain the stuns pretty much. He's pretty much 3 seconds stunned here while he's trying to TP. So I use his TP as a stun, Gleipnir him, he dies. He has no TP now. His BKB is down 2, but even though it's up, he has no TP. So we killed this guy twice. So yeah, they ramp our high ground, we get a ward. I went on the Snapfire, PL tried to save Snapfire. We got a nice grip after using the AoE brain sap. And the Aegis was on the Razor for some reason, because the PL thought he didn't have slots really. So, really nice fight there for us. Now we're able to pressure a bit. They use Snapfire ult, so we're not going to be able to get the tier 3. Should be able to get this tier 2. I tried to tank for the siege, wasn't able to. I want my Kunkka to tank the tower here a bit so we could attack before the back door came in, but he wanted to hit the Ancients or something. But it's fine, we should still be able to get this tower here. And we do. Looking at heroes a bit. They're not going to die. TP home to heal. Yeah. No Aegis for them or anything, so pretty chill. Just want to look for good fights under vision now. No objectives are really going to be forced soon, probably. Actually, maybe they are. I think they do push mid here after the ban pick off, and my TP's cooldown from TPing out of bot. So what I do here, once again, like I said earlier, you have Sakuchi, you have time lapse, you have BKB, so you're pretty survivable, and I have Geminate, so I can do pretty high tower damage. So I'm just going to split push here. And I'm telling my team this actually, I think. Maybe. If I'm not, I should be. Telling my team that I'm not going to show up to this fight. I have no TP. But now I have a TP, but at this point, I just want to finish the racks. Get the trade in case ours die. And I get the racks, and then I instantly try to get out of vision and TP back. And look for a fight. Our Bane died before I was able to show up. I had to heal a bit. They're trying to dive my Kunkka. I'm able to use my Mjolnir on a lot of heroes, get a Q. And then unfortunately though, I got Dragon-tailed by Rubik. He has very high cast range with his Aether Lens and his Arcane Supremacy, and he stole Dragon Tail. And Hector is pretty excited here because I guess I beat him in pubs too often, so he pauses and says, "Let end, please." But I have a buyback, so I'm not too worried, and I buy back, and we're able to take a good fight here. We kill everybody, I believe. PL's still alive. I think, yeah, our guy barely died here. But the Gleipnir helps us get on top of him. We get the Viper ult. I don't think this is dispellable. Yeah, it cannot be dispelled, so we knew which one was real after he doppeled, so there's no juke potential. I bought back here, which is pretty unfortunate though, but we got a lot of kills, so my gold isn't that bad. And we only lost one lane of racks, and I was able to get the trade top beforehand. Try to get another pick off while they're dead to chain feed off this snap, but not able to. Don't really want a high ground. I want to play for Roche. I'm not sure how this thing works. It may respawn, so it's not even... We didn't have a timer, I guess, so it cannot be up yet, but I don't know that, so I'm checking it. I think that means the minimum is in 1 minute and 40 seconds. But I don't know that in the game. No one took the timer, so I keep checking. I wanted the last on this, and this guy took it, because I just want to buy items now. I have no buyback. I want to be as strong as I can for the next fight. I could have went for the lifesteal. I'm not sure if that's better than the Reaver. I thought the Reaver was better. I went for the Reaver here. Satanic, once again, you can Geminate, and it works on like crits and lifesteal and your Maelstrom procs and things like that. So you can lifesteal up really quickly, especially with the active. So I'm going for the Satanic. Also, it's another Purge, and the PL had an Orchid, so I don't want to always have to use my BKB for Orchid. Sometimes I would like to save my BKB for later. And I told my Dragon Knight not to get Dragon Tail stolen ideally after that, because that's the only reason I died in that mid fight too. But I bought back and we got a good fight. So once again though, look, the fight starts. So we see the PL running at me. I instantly run away from the PL. I run away from my team. I look for the back line here. I'm able to find the Snapfire almost. He blinked away. My DK was able to get a stun on him though. I hit him. He dies really easily. I Mjolnir, or Gleipnir, the Zeus, try to chase him down. He fogged me a bit, but we were able to find him. And then I just kite. I want to go use my Midas. I looked for a TP here, I guess, because I thought the PL was diving. Trying to help my team. One of the supports are kind of dead though. We got 2 kills, and then I like to help my team. Look to play aggressive here. The Roche can be up soon. Now, maybe it's already up. I guess it is. Yeah, it's already up. So play back to Roche. There's still 2 heroes dead. Found an Arcane Rune, which is okay. PL's running in. Look, I'm always ignoring the PL. I don't want to waste my time hitting illusions. I kill the Rubik here with my Mjolnir. Then I kill the Razor here through his BKB. I just chase him down and right click him. Kill the Snapfire here now. I guess the Razor lived, huh? Kill the Snapfire now though. Look for the Zeus. He just bought back. Mjolnir him again. Chase him down. Completely ignoring the PL. Now I can look to help my team with the PL. And like I said, look, my Dragon Knight, he's out of mana. He doesn't take any damage. He still has Soul Ring, so we can still use some abilities. And my Kunkka itemized for Radiance, Tidal Wave, and Shivas. So PL can't really kill my heroes, and I can kill his team. Or he can only kill my supports, but I can kill Zeus, Razor, and the supports. So just taking good fights, good understanding of how to play Weaver against the enemy's lineup in this game for me, I think. Trying to help my team now deal with this guy. It's still pretty hard. But look, the second I see another hero that isn't PL, I leave my team. This guy is so hard to kill. So Razor shows, and I just run at Razor. His BKB still cooldown from the last time I tried to kill him. Mjolnir him, he Lotuses it off. Chase him down. Crit him. He dies before he even gets any damage from Link. So my DK was able to die there. He was able to chase him down. But that's just sort of how this game is going to be. PL's killing my heroes, I'm killing his heroes, because neither of us can kill each other. PL TP back, and I was actually able to sneak the Roche here, which is really nice. I got kind of close at the end here. They come in. We used the drums. I tried to back up my items to make slots for the shard and the Aegis. And PL luckily had his Skull Basher not in his inventory, and I was able to BKB TP. He got like 3 hits maybe there. So, you know, it would have been pretty highly likely that I got bashed, I guess, if it was in, but luckily it wasn't. And that's the thing with Dota as well. A lot of small errors from the enemy teams and a lot of like small mistakes from you yourself can swing the way things go. And like small good plays can swing things too, but that was just like probably an error on his part, I guess. Like yeah, 1 bash there changes it. These other items don't really change much. He's like full HP running into the pit. It's probably better than his heart in that situation and things like that. 50 seconds though for a Dragon Knight. They're pushing into our Aegis. I have no BKB. Don't want to get caught here. Hopefully the Rubik doesn't have like Dragon Tail or anything. Yeah, he doesn't. We still have the bot lane. Racks don't really matter at this point. It just comes down to winning the fights. So we have Aegis. My BKB's almost up. Our Dragon Knight spawning. I think we should like to smoke for lanes look fine. Top lane's pretty pushed. Bot lane's pushing into them as well right now. They actually tried to smoke. We see the PL, so... Oh yeah, I said I was going to go buy Rapier now. Once again, you attack twice on Weaver. Rapier is just a good item. Now I attack 3 times. So it just does a lot of physical damage, and we need more... I'm able to kill the supports, but I just need to kill them faster so I can help my team with the PL, and then once I am helping with PL, I'm probably going to need more damage with PL. And I have an extra slot with the Aegis now, so I just sold my Midas and my Treads for the Rapier. My team actually were able to catch the PL here. Not too sure what happened to start this off, to be honest. They were just able to find the real one after his Manta with a boat and a grip. And then, actually, I guess I did help. I thought I showed up late, but he doppeled and everything. Yeah, he Manta'd. Let's see, does he doppel? I guess he can't when I'm Mjolnir. Yeah, I mean, he has no Manta. That's his only way, that's his only purge right now. So, yeah, my Gleipnir coming in clutch once again. So I TP in, the grip gets cancelled, so I Gleipnir, he's rooted, and he gets chain stone with the boat after the root. And he dies, and he has no buyback, because he is greedy, I guess, and thinks he is ahead in this game, and wants to play aggressive and push buildings. Oh, I think he actually did swap in when the game ends, he has the Philosopher's Stone in his inventory. If he did it sooner, maybe he would have had a buyback here, actually. Yeah, wow. I wonder how close he gets. But I have a Rapier. I attack 3 times. Gonna push the buildings. Gonna try to end the game here. I have the Leveler. Extra building damage. 25%. I have a BKB. I have an Aegis. He's getting close to buyback. But we are hitting the throne. He's really salty that he's losing a pub to me. And, oh, he actually did get buyback. He got his buyback. Maybe if he got a little bit sooner, it would have mattered. I was trying to heal here just to make sure I don't like die and I'm able to kill the throne because the PL is dead, and I was assuming he wouldn't have buyback because he hasn't used it yet. But this guy goes Scepters. And this guy goes Scepters. So now I look back at the throne. And one more Geminate with the triple attack is able to take it down as he buys back. I all chatted a bit too, because Hector's really tryhard, and I've never said a word to this guy before, but he's all chatting because he's sad that he keeps losing pubs to me, I guess. So, you know, I said a little bit there at the end. I have nothing against him. I think he's a good player. He places well at the majors and the minors or whatever. I guess there's no minors, but he does well in his regional league. But, you know, he's smurfing and he's super tryhard, and he's just all chatting about me trying hard to win a pub. When if anyone knows anything about Hector, he constantly uses his mic. He plays on 6 different Smurfs if you want to check Pro Tracker, and he takes 10th pick and uses his mic all game. So, you know, if he's allowed to try hard, I think I should be allowed to try hard in a pub too. And, yeah, I mean, he had no buyback. I had a Rapier. Even if he had buyback, you know, we were in a pretty good position with the Aegis. We probably wouldn't have forced as hard if he bought back when we were hitting the tier 3. But he didn't, so he went for tier 4s, and we're able to kill the throne right as his buyback came up and he bought back. So I believe I went over pretty much everything in this game. Yeah, I played pretty slow, didn't show up to too many early fights, but I didn't have the greatest lane, and our top lane went pretty poorly as well. So I was just looking for good fights where I could go on the supports in the back line, and the cores who are pretty, you know, they're ranged backline cores kind of too. I guess Razor wants to run in, but it's so awkward in this game. I guess he could have ran at the Kunkka, but I was able to find him at the beginning of a lot of the fights. It would have been probably harder a bit if he was able to find the Kunkka and kill him with the PL. But I mean, I still probably would have been able to find the supports. Zeus too. If the Zeus and the Razor played a bit better, maybe this game would have been harder. If the Razor was able to run at the Kunkka, I wouldn't have been able to kill him, but he was like out of position in a lot of the fights, so I was able to zone him from the fights and kill him. And the Zeus too was getting killed by me a lot too. Maybe he could have been playing from farther range with his like Aether Lens and his global abilities, Zags and all. But pretty nice comeback here. We're pretty far behind for most of this game. I played a little poorly in the lane in the early game, and if I didn't do that, maybe, you know, we wouldn't have been as behind or whatever, and the game would have been easier. But when I got my items and started showing up to these fights, I was able to kill the backline, and with my itemization of the Rapier and the Gleipnir, we were able to kill the PL and kill the Throne before he had buyback. So, yep, thanks for watching.